This is going to sound strange, but you're doing it right. These experiences are normal. It's only when you stop questioning and become complacent about where you are that stops you from dreaming boldly. Here's 7 strange signs you will be successful. 1. You know what you want, even though you don't know how to get to it yet. Have you ever been so sure of something that you're constantly bursting with energy? Perhaps you knew you always wanted to be a dancer, ever since you were given your first pair of ballet flats. Or maybe staring up at the night sky as a lost, lonely teenager made you curious about what is beyond the empty void of adulthood that motivated you to become an astronaut. You can be absolutely sure about what you want, but you may not know how to necessarily obtain your dreams yet, and that's okay. You're starting somewhere, and that's what counts. 2. You're easily bored and love challenges. We often identify traits like novelty seeking that can lead to behaviors such as gambling, drug abuse, and ADHD. But according to Dr. Robert Cloninger, a psychiatrist who developed personality tests for measuring this trait, novelty seeking is what keeps people happy, healthy, and creative. Cloninger states, to succeed, you want to be able to regulate your impulses while also having the imagination to see what the future would be like if you tried something new. When you're easily bored, it doesn't necessarily mean you're unmotivated. Instead, you have the potential to grow when you seek new experiences that allow you to make the most out of your creativity. 3. You don't maintain a work-life balance. Instead, you just focus on life. What does it mean to just focus on life? As humans, we try to systematically organize by categorizing different aspects of our lives so they don't spiral out of control. But instead of working on neatly giving everything a place to belong, it's easy to get fixed on the small details that we forget about the bigger picture. Being successful means going with the flow and doing what you feel is best for your mental health, your friends, family, and coworkers. Although a certain degree of discipline and getting into a rhythm that works for you are important, it's also essential to make the most of every day. Being successful also doesn't necessarily translate to 40-hour work weeks. It's all a matter of finding purpose and meaning in what you do on a daily basis. 4. You practice empathy, look out for your teammates, and celebrate the happiness of others. Although it's exciting to be motivated in what you do, successful people don't just ditch and forget about the people around them. Success never happens alone. It's always a collaborative effort. If you have great people skills, often look out for your teammates, and empathize with others, then you're already on a great path. Society often paints the workplace to be a dog-eat-dog world, but competition doesn't hold meaning when people can't learn from one another. It's important to refrain from adapting self-absorbed habits, and learn to reach out as much as possible. Be supportive of each other's dreams, and help each other to achieve them. 5. You practice humility, again and again. You don't focus on your achievements or constantly want to prove yourself to others by finding opportunities to be in the spotlight. Instead, you just want to get better, not for an audience, but for yourself. When you work on improving your skills behind the scenes, your work journey becomes much more authentic, because your progress is only for you to see. It's not about the A you earned on a test that's pinned to the classroom board or the amount of likes you receive on social media. You care about progress because you genuinely want to get better, not to perform better. 6. You're not motivated by money as a reward, but rather see it as a resource. You don't care about making the big bucks just to be able to afford extravagant possessions, such as fancy cars, or attend special functions, like cocktail parties. In fact, you see it as almost a slap in the face that success can supposedly be measured by something that can be spent just as easily as it is earned. Yes, earning money is necessary for survival, but you don't allow it to be everything. Instead, you focus more on earning money to give back to your community of supporters and your team members' hard work, and to buy resources or afford experiences that help sustain and grow your business, projects, and passion. 7. You don't believe in dream jobs. Instead, you believe in hard work. Persistence is key. People often say there's no such thing as fairy tale love. The same goes for success. Rather than daydreaming about the possibilities of what your ideal career entails, you go out and actively work towards building it. Overnight success is a myth. In order to reach your goals, you understand that sacrifice, hard work, and failures are all essential components of the journey. In fact, that's what makes it all the more worthwhile. If success was easily handed to you without a single day of sweat or tears, it would be hard to find meaning in it. But you also realize that success isn't everything. In fact, it's just a moment.